And our project's really simple, actually. We're doing one thing, and we're doing it really, really well. And before we get there, I just want you guys to take a moment and think of all the important women in your life. Think of your mom, your sister, your cousins. Think of that auntie who's supported you your whole life, been at every birthday party. Think of that auntie that's like a second grandmother to you. And then think of the time that your family went through a really dark time, a really tough spot. Who were the people that came over every day? The ones that made sure your fridge was stocked, that you guys were fed. Try to get you guys to be as comfortable as possible. It was the aunties, right? And so we felt that this was a population that we wanted to focus on. And when we heard that there were some issues with them getting food, getting access to food, we thought this is where we can come into action. So our goal is to ensure that aunties who need to get to a grocery store can get to a grocery store every week. It's really simple. And this issue exists in our community. It's real, and we've acknowledged it. And so the way we're going to do this is really simple, just 3 steps. The first step is that an auntie in need calls our hotline.
Hello, my name is Auntie Harjot. My cataracts have been causing me a lot of trouble lately, and I'm finding it very difficult to drive. I need to go to the supermarket to get some groceries. I'm just wondering if you can help me to get there.
Step 2, our operator picks up the phone, sees if there's an auntie available or volunteer available to take the auntie to a supermarket, and that their schedules actually match up.
Hi, Auntie Harjot. Thanks for calling us. Let me quickly check if there's someone available for you. We can arrange to come to you ASAP. Yeah, it appears we have someone for this Saturday. Is that good for you?
Saturday works fine.
Great.
Step 3, a small $2 fee helps us to remain sustainable.
Auntie Harjot, I just have to mention one thing. We've got a small, minimal $2 fee upon pickup. Is that good for you?
$2, not a problem.
Sounds good. We'll see you this Saturday.
It's that simple. It's really that simple. We have minimal costs. The best part is we're going to launch in 10 minutes, and we fill a need that's a real need in our community. And it's based on our personal experiences and research. We looked at scientific research, we looked at research that's brought out by the Australian government. They found that elderly women specifically are socially and financially disadvantaged. So what that means is that they don't have the support networks to get to a grocery store, to call someone, hey, I need a ride, can you take me? And they don't have money to buy the groceries. The real strength of our project, it's a one-to-one touch, it's personal. And in our culturally sensitive Sikh Punjabi culture, that's important. So we take that into account. We provide that companionship, and we're going to be reliable. We're going to be dependable. We're going to be there every week. If they sign on with us, we're going to make sure that they can get to the grocery store. That's going to build loyalty, and they're going to use us again and again.
So with AuntyAssist, when we started up, we're going to keep it very simple and concentrate on just a specific group in the community, and that is our aunties. So that's ladies in our own Sikh community who are aged 60 years and above who can benefit from this available service. We also have the scope to help other ladies who are under more exceptional circumstances, such as perhaps just single mothers or widows or ladies with more physical restrictions that are preventing them from meeting like a basic necessity, which is getting to the grocery store, buying their groceries, and able to provide for their family for that week. In the longer term, we're looking at then broadening our scope a bit more into the wider community, and that's spreading into other cultural groups as well. And as you said, because our target group is mainly going to be the elderly, I guess the elderly group in our society, we've kept it very simple. So for them to be registered and so they are applicable to get the service, all they need is a phone, be it a landline or a mobile phone, and our 1-800 number, so that's toll-free as well. That just works to reduce the costs. So our main, I guess, step at this stage will be to get the word out there that this service exists. And so we've come up with a 2-phase approach for this to work. Early on, it's basically getting the word of mouth out there. So we thought we'll start by even getting some information on the SYA Facebook page, so those who are not attending right here can already know that it exists. Word of mouth, that's through the congregation, announcements at gurdwaras as well. And later on, that's when we get the more direct approach, where we're going to approach the elderly individuals directly. And so we can do that through speaking to them at retirement homes, or having flyers and brochures and banners at places where elderly people do go to on a regular basis, like doctors' clinics, pharmacies, community events, even getting the people at Centrelink aware of the service, and a bit later on, even some of the council members to help us as well.
Now I'll take you through some of the financial aspects of the project. Like every project, there will be costs associated with it. We've highlighted 4 main costs. That's communication, that'll actually take care of the telephone systems, answering machines, call costs to and from our volunteers and aunties. And the marketing material, which mainly will be raising awareness within the community and wider community as we grow. Followed by reserve funds. These are really just in-case funds. For example, if you've got a volunteer appointed to you and he can't attend it for any reason, we will actually pay for your taxi fare to and from your grocery run for that week. And that's our promise to deliver a reliable service to you. And the fuel and motor vehicle will be maintained by the volunteer, so it will be taken care by them and the cost will be absorbed by them. It brings it to about $1,000 a year. Very reasonable and lean business. We need to actually obviously make the business viable and feasible, sustainable. We need to cover our costs by raising revenues. And as we had earlier mentioned, there'll be $2 pickup every visit, and that's the initial stages. That will be ongoing. And initial funding of telephones and marketing materials will be through sponsorship. And as the business grows, we'll actually move on to monthly subscription. That will be at $10, and that will actually give you a benefit of having a lower grocery basket dollar value by us going out and getting strategic partners within the community, like your local grocery, your bakery, your greengrocer, and their increase in sales will actually deliver us a rebate, and part of that rebate will go back to the aunties and help them with their grocery basket amount every week. Then other terms of revenue will be your merchandising, local government grants, and additional services as we grow. We'll actually provide additional services such as maybe the aunties would need to go to medical appointments, dental, pharmacy once weekly. That will actually come as we grow.
As explained by the team, can you hear me? Okay. As explained by the team, our idea is quite simple. So basically, we are looking at members of the community, helping other members of the community who are in real need. We would like to implement our idea as soon as possible. As Amrit mentioned, we would actually like to initiate it from today itself. But we have a rough sort of a timeline that we are looking at to get the process up and running. We're looking at setting up a management team in approximately 1 week. Then we would like to spread our idea through a Gurudwara with assistance from our SYA team. We'd like to have a database of volunteers who are happy to assist and offer their services, as well as a database of people who require such services. We hope to have a database ready in approximately 1.5 months from now. If this is successful, we'll be approaching other Gurudwaras and we'll be spreading our message through them. That would be, we'll be looking at around 3 to 6 months, roughly. Having established a helping hand in our Sikh community, we would like to spread to other communities. We'd like to work in close cooperation with agencies like Centrelink, councils, and other grocery stores to make this happen.
Great. So, a quick review. You guys know what the project is about now. It's easy, it's simple, it's sustainable, it's low cost, it's a need, and we provided you a solution. The best part, we're going to start launching it now. And it's only going to be possible through you guys. What we're asking for right now is our first start of set of Sevadars. So if we could see some hands of people who understand what this project is about. Oh, okay. Interesting that they're both males. Oh, we see some females. Okay, so we have 5 Sigadars already. We have a volunteer base. We can actually go out, find aunties who need help, and get them to the grocery store and back. And for volunteers who want to help, we promise that we'll work with their schedules. We'll try to ensure that your time set is will match what our needy aunties' time sets are. Secondly, we need a management team. We need people to help with handling the funds, handling the 2 databases, so setting up your volunteer base, setting up your customer base. And finally, we need you guys to help spread the word. We have roughly 200 people here. Go home, talk to your moms, talk to your sisters, your cousins, let aunties know about this awesome project, and I'm sure the service will be used. Finally, to the SYA judges, thank you for this opportunity. Here's a solution to a real problem. Thanks.
Thank you.